Ever watch a football game and notice the apparent complexity of all the movement prior to the snap of the ball? Why do teams do that? Isn't football based on simple principles that determine success or failure? It is. When you break down football, typically, the team that blocks better, tackles better, and holds onto the football wins. The reason for the complexity is simply to reposition the other team or distract them. The key, as future Hall of Fame New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick has often quipped, just do your job. Sounds simple, which it is, but human beings are easily distracted. We get caught up in the noise of the day or chase fads or other glittery distractions. The question that needs to be answered by every successful manager is, how do I identify what's most important and how do I hyper-focus on those things and eliminate the distractions? The first thing the successful manager does is identifies what are those critical success factors. For a football player, it might be block, tackle, hold onto the football. For a person looking to lose 20 pounds, it might be diet and exercise. For a pilot, lift, thrust, and drag are the critical success factors to maintain flight. The next time you're 30,000 feet in the air, think about it. Do you think the pilot is paying attention to airspeed and altitude? Thankfully, of course. Take a few moments today and sit down and think about what are the 3 to 5 critical success factors for you or your team. If you can align around those critical success factors, you can maintain priority as well as reduce unnecessary distractions and produce better results. So once you've discovered and committed to the significant few critical success factors, turn your attention to focus. How do I remain focused on these truly important matters? Let's turn our attention to 3 quick approaches to prioritization and time management. The first is Pareto's Law. Vilfredo Pareto was a 19th century Italian economist who developed the 80-20 rule. From a productivity perspective, Pareto's Law simply suggests that 20% of our efforts produce 80% of our results. A very simple illustration of Pareto's Law can be found in your closet at home. Did you ever notice that you wear about 20% of your clothes 80% of the time? A successful manager recognizes that only a significant few strategies, tactics, or efforts will produce the greatest results. Do you know what your 20% is? Another popular prioritization tool is attributed to General Dwight D. Eisenhower. Eisenhower once stated that what is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important. To help the general maintain proper priorities, he constructed what was to be known as the Eisenhower Matrix, or box, based on importance and urgency. Clearly important and urgent commands the successful manager's attention. However, it is the proactive manager that builds routine to stay focused on matters that are important and not urgent. Such matters include strategy, personal development, wellness, and health, the items that produce sustained results. Obviously, the smart manager delegates or avoids the non-important matters. Lastly, for the seriously hyper-focused manager who wants to apply Pareto's Law with the Eisenhower Matrix, might employ what is called the 2-21 plan. The 2-21 plan employs the following formula. Use 2% of your time planning 20% of your activity towards one outcome. Let's assume the typical manager works 50 hours per week. That would mean spending 1 hour planning for 10 hours of your time focused on one outcome. You might resolve to improve employee development by scheduling one-on-one meetings with each one of your direct reports for the upcoming week. Without that focus and commitment, you might slide and never have that conversation. Imagine the focus and results you would achieve by doing this every week. Each week could be different and bring significant outcomes for your productivity. We hope you found today's message insightful and helpful.